Excellent.
Welcome in, everybody.
Welcome.
It's some Tuesday Night Legacy. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. We're excited.
Pick me, I'm excited.
You're excited. Everybody that's not in chat yet, they're excited too. If you're watching a replay, get excited. Or
don't. All right, let's see. We got some things to.
We're gonna go live in all of the places,
and then we'll watch some magic.
Mm-hmm. None of this countdown-ness. All right, already with the interruptions.
Unbelievable. People walking in here all willing. Hey, that one's mine. This one's yours.
Yeah. I can't reach that. Have fun playing Magic.
Unbelievable. All right, guys, welcome in. We've got Trace here on our right. We've got Jeff on our left.
And these guys are playing what?
I know Trace is playing Death and Taxes.
Okay. That sounds fun. It's one of my favoriteest decks to never talk about ever.
Really?
Yeah. It'll be great.
Well, lucky for you.
Captain QC! You're the first one to say anything tonight. Congratulations.
We've got Jeff here on our left, and he's either going to be on Death and Taxes or he's going to be on Maverick. Looks like Maverick today.
What? Jerlo with the resub.
Yes.
Congratulations. You are a hero. It says so right on screen.
Some people just need to be a hero, you know?
With an exclamation point.
Okay, so look at this. Turn 1, we have a Mother of Ruins, and turn 1 for Jeff, he has a swords in hand, but no white source. So he just has to cast this thing.
He plays a Bayou with his name on it. Literally. It says Jeff right there on the card.
Yeah, there you go.
We're gonna have a little bit more glare than we often do. Because we did that team tournament. Things got shifted a little bit. Sorry. Deal with it. We'll tell you the cards. It's a Bayou.
You're telling people to rely on us.
We'll make guesses, and it'll be fun. Look, we got a wasteland battle going on here.
I think one person's wasteland is much better than the other person's.
Yeah. You wasteland right here. You've got a death right. You just waste that wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
What a waste.
I think so.
It was great fun.
So sword's not looking great, and there looks like there's another Bayou in hand for Jeff. So it's a little awkward, but I mean Trace. I guess Trace does have like the most optimal start Death and Taxes could possibly have outside of having Bile.
Yeah, Biles are okay.
Yeah, they're gas.
Hey, Stoneforge Mystic. You know what's really good against Stoneforge Mystics?
Counterspells?
Blue hearts. Jeff isn't playing any. Nope.
This is one of those moments where Trace is going to be like, okay, I'm going to cast this card. And he's like, oh yeah, it just resolves. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Umazawa's Jitsu is going to be a good get here. It's almost as if Jeff is a little squeezed on mana. It's almost that way.
We'll see. I mean, he kind of awkwardly, like you said, he had a swords in hand right there. Yeah. He could have used that end of turn off of the Deathrite Shaman.
Yeah.
Paid the tithe and everything, and didn't.
He has a Gaddock in hand too, which also does nothing. I mean, it could keep if there was no Stoneforge on the board, then it could keep him from playing Batterskull. But that's about it. There's a knight. Big bad knight.
It's a requirement in this deck.
Yep.
Because it's the Knight of the Requirement, right?
Oh.
Isn't that what it's called?
I feel like I read it differently, but I'm not the best at reading.
Sure, that's what it says.
I'm not sure.
Right?
Wrong.
This is exciting magic right here. It's thrilling. We could just do a constant stream of play-by-play of what's happening.
Look at that. Nate throwing us one viewer.
Nate with the host. Congratulations, Nate.
Do you think he's the one viewer?
Maybe so.
Probably.
All the people that are going to go to his stream are now going to come to our stream.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's a Sword Splashers.
Yeah.
You know what's good against Sword Splashers? Oh, blue cards again.
Blue cards?
Yeah. Delver. Feels great.
I mean, you could still do the exact opposite and be like, you want to know what Sword Splashers is good against? Creatures.
It's pretty good against creatures, yeah. Especially
unless its name's True Name Nemesis.
We don't use sarcasm in this chat, Nate. That's not a part of our.
This is a professional play-by-play stream.
Yeah. Jeff draws a card. He thinks about what he's going to do. He looks at his cards some more, and it'd be pretty fun to do an entire stream like that, right?
We'd have to be coordinated about it.
Oh man, we just talk over each other constantly. It'd be great fun.
Yeah, I mean, only 6 people would know that it was planned here on stream.
He taps his lands, and he goes to play a card, and he picks a 3-drop.
It's Ramanap. It's the excavator kind.
He's going to play a Wasteland from not his graveyard right now. No, he could have done that. No, he couldn't. No, he couldn't. Never mind. See, and then we'd make mistakes. It'd just be bad.
Yeah, it would.
It's just a bad idea. We should just keep running with it, though.
Yeah.
Back to Trace. Trace draws a card.
I feel like that'd be really exhausting to have to do.
He just flips his fingers towards Jeff and says go, even though he's got a first striker.
This is going to be Numazao's Jite.
All stream long, correct. All stream long.
All stream long.
You have to do it in like a voice, though. Jeff shuffles his cards back and forth, thinks about what he's doing. Challenge accepted. I like it. Yeah. Then we can edit his voice out.
You're up, Kyler.
Ramanap's a 2/3. Oh, I was thinking it was a 3/2. I don't know what the card does. Should have asked Nate. Is it a 2/3?
Yeah, 2/3.
I mean, I believe Nate when he says things, but he still could have attacked. He had a Mother of Runes the whole time. Wouldn't have done anything at all if he had.
Nope. With Jite coming into play this turn, it's like why attack?
Maybe we should do the constant stream dialogue play-by-play against a faster matchup.
we should do it miracles versus miracles.
It could work.
It wouldn't.
What happened to the Wasteland? I'm confused. It just went to the graveyard.
Did Trace play another Wasteland? Didn't Wasteland out the Wasteland?
No. Jeff just decided to move his Wasteland to the graveyard. He wasted his Bayou, and then he played a Bayou.
Oh, okay. That's a weird thing to do.
Just to get a land in the graveyard? But he already has one. That other card's a Wasteland. That glare card we can't see. Okay.
In the glare zone?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a Batterskull as well. I wonder what one he's gonna play. Okay, Batterskull.
All right, here comes a germ token for Trace. So this feels like where Death and Taxes wants to be, right? If you can get a Mother of Runes out, a tax effect when your opponent's kind of struggling on mana, and you get to just keep killing their threat and land a end of turn equipment, you feel pretty good.
So I think this is a 3/3 Night of the Reliquary.
I guess that's why, to make it a little bit bigger.
Yeah. But he ended up using Deathrite on the Wasteland that went to the graveyard. And look, it's been long enough. Sarah Avenger's in play.
Now Sarah can avenge
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what does Sarah avenge? Something happened.
Things and stuff, more than likely.
Yeah. It's not actually Sarah. It's just a Sarah Avenger. Yeah. Somebody who avenges Sarah. Sarah must have died.
On a regular basis, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not that Batterskull looks bad on this board, but yeah, Jite probably would have been a little better.
Judge! No creature died yet. No, we're talking in the overall context of the world. She's going to avenge that Wasteland. That wasteland is not only dead, it's exiled. Probably.
I don't know. I don't know the lore well, Nate. Alright, here's a couple of attacks.
He's gonna attack that Knight of the Reliquary.
He's gonna run right into it. I mean, he's got a mom. He's also he might have another swords or something.
Yep. It looks like he's got game over, is what it looks like at the moment. Yeah. But we'll see.
I mean, we'll see what Jeff wants to do. He can crack a fetch. He can also, he can make this like a 5/5 this turn.
We attack with creatures? Yeah, well,
we attack the creatures. I mean, isn't that what happened when Provoke was a mechanic?
Sort of.
Because people totally remember that Provoke exists or existed.
Legions.
Yeah. It was the first set I ever played Magic in.
Whoa.
Legions. Sometimes you just gotta provoke some things, you know?
I thought of a few things there and I just let them all go. Couldn't.
I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Magic would never let their game stoop so low to be like Hearthstone or like one of those other games, huh?
Like an arena type kind of thing, you know? Like, no, it wouldn't ever do that. With like a silly
where you can like attack with creatures at other creatures.
Yeah, buy gems for things. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's weird. You're getting Caracas.
Okay.
Something gives me a feeling this Thalia is gonna go in and out of play quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the knight is now how big? 5/5, and he's going to give protection from white to the protection from whatever to the germ, so it lives, and then the mom gets swordsed because we all know that moms make good farmers.
Yep.
Right? Is that what we know? There's some life exchanging, things are flipping over. It all makes sense, I'm sure. We're keeping very close track.
Yes.
Here in the booth. 29-11 says that.
This Knight of the Reliquary could take this game away though. 11 damage is a lot for Trace to build up to, and he didn't get. If he had put Jitte into play off the first Stoneforge activation, then he could probably win.
Swords definitely costs 2. Did he pay 1?
Yeah, if you want to go correct that real quick. Before he gets crazy. Okay. He had a green floating?
I guess so.
Okay. Oh, off of the knight?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Thalia gets bounced. You're a prediction genius. Hey, he told me to go. I did it. I'm sorry. God,
we're just making sure.
We should have just asked QC first. Said, wait. Did he play
have to wait like a 30-second delay, and then things can happen.
Yeah.
And we all know what happened in the team event, and that made me so mad.
Uh-oh, what happened in the team event?
I don't want to talk about it.
You brought it up.
Just best to go correct things before things get insane, okay?
What was the match?
Just like something happened, and there was like a bunch of people out there, and I went out there to see if something needed to be corrected, because like I could have sworn that, like an amalgam was not supposed to come into play. And then everybody was like, no, it's good. And I was like, oh, okay. So I just came back in here. Turns out, no, it wasn't. I was like the only person out of 10 people that's standing around that match that saw that prized amalgam was not supposed to come back into play. And I just trusted other people, and I shouldn't have. People are the worst.
What was the end result of all of that?
I mean, I don't think it changed the result of the match, but I think it ended in a draw.
All right, Jitte gets Stoneforged in. So we've got a Jitte equipped Sarah Avenger, which is a much more deadly Avenger.
Yes. I think. Yeah. Yeah, I feel the same way. Like when I went out there, like at first he was like, yeah, it came in off the zombie token, and I was like, it can't come in off the zombie token, and he's like, oh yeah, well Icarid came into play as well, and I was like, yeah, but it came in after, or sorry, it came in before.
Well, the volume is up. I didn't mean to do that. Then I can go like this. I can say like 1. Who's in the lead? This guy. Right? Right? I'm gonna cheer that amalgam incorrectly coming into play.
All right, fine.
Post stream thisly. Ooh, Thespian stage for Jeff.
Yeah, I kind of figured he'd want to go for the 2020 here, and honestly, Trace probably shouldn't care about the 2020. It's gonna take 2 hits from it to kill.
Yeah, but it blocks an Avenger with a Jitte, which
Yeah,
was going to take over this game without having a flyer or a way to kill that thing.
Yeah. Pull out some mana, activate the knight. Oh, maybe he's just activating Thespian Stage. Not sure what he made it a copy of.
And Trace is still sitting on another Source of Plowshares, right?
I'm not sure. All I know is that he's gonna want to swords this, hit, and kill the Raminap Excavator, because then then Jeff can just make another 2020. If Trace does have the swords, I feel like this is his game, but
yeah, it would bring it back, but I'm not. Well, he'd gain 20 life, right? So that would change the clock quite a bit. And this knight keeps growing. In the meantime, it's a larger than it was knight a moment ago. I'm not sure how big it is.
Well said, Bryce. Floating a white. Go get the dark depths thing.
Yeah, main phase. Do it because it's more exciting that way.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's accomplishing. Guess we're gonna find out.
If he hadn't already played a land, he'd be able to play that plains from his graveyard if he really wanted to. But he just played the Catacombs.
Just doing it now to
Can't draw a wasteland? Sure. That's very proactive. I like it.
Yep. Trace definitely could draw Caracas. He hasn't played a land for a while, so highly doubt that he has a Caracas in hand.
Just been sandbagging this whole time. Brilliant. Maybe he'll get 19 more counters on his Jitte.
Look, or Schadenport. Yeah, probably not 19 more counters.
Probably not. Is Maverick kind of like the Abzan mid-range of Modern?
Definitely not. It's a complete toolbox deck. Abzan mid-range is like very, very much like, I don't know, just like your average mid-range deck. Yeah, it's more like a company deck. Yes. Very toolboxy. Maverick is like DMT, but more death and less taxes.
Yeah, and green.
Ah, snap. No snappies in this matchup.
No snapcasters. We've already covered that.
Yeah, no blue cards. Settle down, Scary Roar.
So Trace is really thinking about this play here. Does he have a play?
I think if he had a swords, he'd snap it off, so maybe not. It looks like there's a Mother of Ruins, which Mother of Ruins would make it so he can just kind of block forever.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. He can actually take the first hit since he's above 20 life.
Yeah, it seems like an interesting matchup. That is for sure.
Yeah, it's not always clear what line you should take, for sure.
I think if Trace had drawn lands a little earlier, I think he would have run away with it. But where things stand now, this is like really, really tight. So probably just looking for a Flicker Wisp here. Yeah, that should do. So he can take one hit from Merit Lage, but Jeff needs his own Jitte. No, then they'd legend with the other Jitte. Oh wait.
Objective 1 is to kill opponent's Jitte. Objective 2 is to win.
Yeah.
So winning comes secondary.
Yeah.
Jeff or Trace can also block once if he chooses to, and then get counters on his Jitte. That might work.
That actually might be better, especially where he knows he's going to have a Flicker Wisp this next turn, and you know what beats Merit Lage? Flicker Wisp.
It does.
Like it's just this little 3/1 flyer, and it's like
totally
I don't care about your 2020.
Yeah. Yeah, and like Captain QC said, Jitte can be the controlling factor here. If he gets rid of everything but the knight, Mom can just block the knight forever, or getting rid of the excavator makes it so he can't keep recurring the 2020.
Mm-hmm. A couple more life points there for Jeff.
These guys have been kind of slowly churning through these turns, haven't they? They're not burning through the plays.
If you flicker Merit Lage, the guy should Caracas it in response.
Ooh,
yeah,
smart.
for sure.
That's smart. Put it back in hand.
Right. Oh, you can cast it again.
Yeah.
All right, no Rashad Import. Yeah, Trace functioning with very, very little land. So now he actually has to top deck the land for Flicker Wisp.
Mm-hmm.
Which he hasn't drawn a lot of land so far this game, so it wouldn't be crazy. Oh boy. Jeff's drawn a couple cards off the top, hasn't he? A couple good ones. So now it's like land or bust.
Attack!
Yep, so he's going to go to 8.
That's what he did just now.
Yep.
With a big fish.
Mm-hmm. Big tentacle monster. All right. Land. Land. All right, we got a game. Flicker Wisp incoming.
Goes right back to Jeff's hand.
Mm-hmm. Totally. But Trace still needs to consider that like this Ramanep Excavator can just, over the next 2 turns, can get a Merit Lage back onto the battlefield. Now Jitte should be able to do something about that, but he's so short on mana and has so many things to do. Guess we'll see.
I also kind of like the line of attacking with the knight, and it's big enough now. You can start picking off some of these little guys.
Yeah, there would
have a plan B going on.
There would definitely be a jump block. It'd just be like, all right, bye,
right,
bye to the little recruiter.
But in the long run, if Jeff is able to make another 2020 and Trace is able to find another answer of some sort, starting to get in there with the knight puts a secondary type of pressure on.
I think what Trace wants to do this next turn is equip Jitte and play Mother Ruins. If he doesn't feel like playing the Mother, he could play Aether Vial, because it looks like he's picked one of those up. But I haven't been able to get a good look at what Jeff has.
You wish the knight had the ability to fight another creature, because then it wouldn't be broken.
Yeah,
it'd be perfectly fine.
And check pile decks would play white if the card did that. And And then we could play Crackling Doom. Oh man. Oh man.
It would just be on par with Leo then.
Probably.
Bear with 2 guns. Uh-oh. Do you see what he did?
Yeah.
Took
he
my
passed
spot.
you.
He took my spot.
He did. He took your spot.
Can't have that.
Well, go and cheer. Bear with 2 guns, welcome in. Andy Prime, you as well. No, it just be like Gamble, perfectly not broken.
Yep.
Yeah, Gamble.
Take that. I can do that too.
Yep. So, I'm gonna use a couple counters here. This is surprising. I think I would have gotten rid of the Ramenev excavator, but maybe Trace feels like he's got this covered. Another.
Yeah.
So he's trying to get the Deathrite Shaman off the board. If it does die,
Perfectly not broken.
oh man, I don't know if there's another black source because both bayous are okay. There is a scrubland. Okay. Do we have anything spicy at the tables? I do know that there's a Merfolk deck in the room, which isn't normal. I know that there's a Doomsday deck in the room, but at the moment we've just got. What? Reanimator versus Miracles and Maverick versus Death and Taxes? Mm-hmm. Nothing too crazy at the moment. Any spicy popcorn? Alright, there's Mother of Runes. And it's going to be Ether Vial.
Sure.
Tapping out, playing as many things as he can because he finally has some mana to play stuff.
Did he sack a Savannah?
Yeah, there's a Savannah in the grave. Yeah. He had 2. He had 2 Luxac. That's a scrub land.
So life totals are also getting down to a pretty low level here.
Yeah.
Jeff can make another flyer, another 2020, right?
I think that's irrelevant though because there's 1 counter on Flicker Wisp and there's a Mother of Ruins on board. So I think Trace can win this next turn by pumping the Flicker Wisp and getting it through.
Yep.
Now, if Jeff has Swords to Plowshares number 3, then that won't happen.
You can also play Wrath of God.
Yeah, that's totally going to happen.
That'd be effective here. Just saying.
Yeah, you were just saying.
An Obliterate would do some work.
Decree of Annihilation. Joggle Hops. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah. It seems about as likely as him seeing his 3rd swords.
Oh, Barrow's making a new deck. I have not kept up with him in a minute. I do like that person though. He's cool.
Zach comes in and says he should have gained 2. He's right. I have no idea. Instead of for the Jete, you want him to gain some life?
I'm really curious about what Jeff could have here. This is a... Oh, I was gonna get Solid Pride Mage, huh? Yeah. That's a thing.
Okay.
I still don't think this does it though, because now he's in a scenario where he gets to attack with Flicker Wisp and like attack with the Germ Token and like push the Germ Token through by giving it pro green.
I'm actually not sure there's any creatures in the graveyard right now for that Death Rat Shaman to gain any life.
What?
That's
Death
what.
Ray?
Yeah, on the way out. That's what Zach was saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if there was. Yep. So it's gained 2 life.
All right, so Jitte goes away. Trey still is sitting there with a Batter Skull, a Mother of Runes, and a Flicker Wisp. So he still has game here, right? Like he can just attack and give Batter Skull protection.
Yeah, he should be able to win this turn. And I would probably go for it too. I don't think there's like a lot that could go wrong.
If there's exactly a swords, that's okay. If the those cards are perfectly clear to us.
Yeah, for some reason we just can't see in that bottom corner. We actually messed with it before the stream started up.
So Trace just goes for the Flicker Wisp attack instead of both the Batter Skull and the Flicker Wisp.
Yeah, I think this is actually giving a pretty good opportunity to Jeff to get back in this game.
Okay. Flicker Wisp number 2 comes down.
Okay. So he'll end the turn, and he's going to get...
Yeah, I think I would have just attacked out and gone for the win there for sure.
I probably would have as well, but this is...
I think he still got it, though.
I think so.
$20 comes out of the graveyard, off the excavator. Has a whole bunch of counters on it. And Jeff would have to have like a Wrath of God.
It's not going to be a Wrath of God. Settle down.
There's not a Wrath of God. I think it's he just loses. If he has the Swords of Plashers, he can kind of stick around.
I'm not sure what Jeff has at the moment. I definitely cannot see.
Scavenging Ooze. Scavenges all the oozes. Or it oozes scavengers. Yeah, correct.
That, and he doesn't have... Oh, no, he doesn't have Black Mana. I keep forgetting that he actually has a Scribbland. Alright, so... Ticking up on that Aether Vial. Land number 5.
Attack! Wait. First, random equip. And then, attack!
Attack with both. Yeah, I'm not really sure how Jeff gets out of this one. I'm not sure what his Thespian Stage is at the moment.
Fog. Fog would prevent the loss here.
Yeah, it really would. Could you imagine how devastating that would be? Yep, so he's going to make it 20-20, and Trace is going to be like, yeah, well, I give my guy protection.
There we go. Yeah, we did it. Game 1. So we're going to jump over to game our other match.
Game our other match?
Game our other match, where we have Miracles versus Reanimator, if it's still being played. It's not. They're done. That was fun. We can imagine who won.
Who do you think won? I can imagine all sorts of things.
One of the players definitely probably won, I think. Chat, how's everybody doing tonight? We've got Zach and Nate and Captain QC, Jurlo. I always try and say his name wrong. Jurlos resubbed today.
Yeah, he did.
He is the winner of chat today so far.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's gonna be hard to beat that.
The bear with 2 arms, or the bear with 2 guns.
2 guns.
The arms and the bears. He did cheer.
He did.
As soon as he entered.
Then you out cheered though.
Yep. He's solidly in second place.
If you've been out cheered, Did you really even cheer at all?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Did they intentionally draw? Probably not.
No.
But that's why I left room for doubt. I wasn't sure.
Round 1 ID. No, not thinking that happened. No. But what do I know? Not a whole lot. Let me answer that for you.
Zach, are you gonna come play some Magic on like a Friday night?
Yeah. You gonna come play some Legacy?
We might have some of the older group here this upcoming Friday. It sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Probably should come.
Oh, you know what he's gonna say? It's gonna be something like, "Sorry, I'm busy," or something ridiculous.
On a
like
Friday
that.
night, that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, I know.
What? Maybe. That's very.
That's like worse.
Definitive, right there. That's like worse.
When have somebody ever told you maybe and they actually like ended up saying yes in the long run?
I don't remember.
Huh.
Yeah. Huh. So we here at Paragon City Games like to bring you this amazing, captivating dialogue about Magic.
We do.
Where we say things like, huh. That's what we do.
Interesting.
What? You can't turn away. You can't look at other things. Don't. You have cards in the mail. Zug cards. What are Zug cards? And other decks just aren't as fun. Are they RUG cards, rug cards, or is there a deck that I don't know about called Zug? Because that sounds interesting.
Yeah, that does sound interesting.
I want to play Zug now.
We need to figure out what it is first.
It's a Zealous Persecution blue-green deck.
That's the only Z card that you can think of.
The first one that came to mind.
So it has to be.
Well, other than Zach, who is maybe going to play Friday, what's everybody else up to tonight? What's Captain QC doing on like 2 time zones away? It's like bedtime. Like 10 o'clock at night, almost.
It really is. It's my bedtime.
I gotta go get coffee in just a moment. Oh, the Mark Zug cards are getting signed. I gotcha. I understand.
That makes sense.
The Zug cards are in the mail. I thought it was like a deck. He only plays with Mark Zug cards. That 2/1 protection from red, flyer, stuff like that.
Yep.
2148, because he's a foreigner who doesn't know how to do normal time.
Yeah.
Do we have a timer up? We do. Look at that. 9 minutes left.
That was a really long game 1.
It was methodical, what it was.
They'll probably have a little more time than that, but they took their sweet time shuffling as well. I mean, Trace is probably like, yeah, I think I can get this game to a draw.
Well, Zach, if you want to play something else, let me know and I'll try and put it together for you for Friday.
I have some more cards to lend out too. I made some purchases, some reserve list purchases.
Ooh.
I did.
Now's the not time to do that, but okay. What did you purchase?
No, I got some good deals. I got a diamond and I got 2 city traders.
Cool.
So
what's a diamond fetch you at the moment?
Like what are they?
What did you have to pay? They're like all over the place right now, right?
No. Oh yeah.
Like they jumped all the way up to like $500 at one point.
Yeah,
right?
They're crazy, but they're. I'm not gonna say what I paid for it, but I'm just gonna say it was a really good price.
Okay.
And yeah, they've been like anywhere between like $250 and $300. Yeah, it jumped to $600, but they haven't stayed there.
All right, here we go. Mother of Runes gets Swords to Plowshare. Burning Catacomb gets fetched, or fetches, or what do fetch lands do?
I think they fetch.
Ah, or do they get fetched?
No, I think they fetch stuff.
Okay. I mean, they fetch lands.
I guess they never really come back though.
Mm.
They like go get it,
Uh-huh.
and for some reason you end up with the thing.
That makes sense. Stoneforge Mystic fetches a Jitte. There's a lot of fetching going on. It's a very Salt Lake City term.
It really is.
Isn't that great? For all of you non-Salt Lake Cityers, fetching fetch is a
It's like freaking
it's a way to curse without cursing,
other
which is funny
F
every time people say it.
kind of words.
Ooh, finding our first legacy event at our new local store this Friday.
Sweet. Fetching fetchers, that's right.
Whoever has fetched more is ahead, actually, QC, and he's fetched twice. Trace has not fetched. Mox Diamonds are the next victim of speculators.
Oh, everything's a victim.
Buyouts, or
yeah.
It'll be. Yeah, for last weekend, last Friday, they were at $500. The cheapest one on TCG was.
Yeah, everything's spiking right now. So.
And it's probably just going to continue too. I wouldn't be surprised if like Lion's Eye Diamonds just keep going up.
No, I think things are going to settle for a little bit, like, and then we're going to see another spike a couple months from now. That's what I think.
Oh, it's on.
Oh, Nate's getting in on this.
It's on, Nate. Think you can just come in here with your 12? I can. Oh, weird typing. Yeah.
He already cheered again.
Uh-oh.
Or did he?
Nope.
Oh, kind of looked like it.
Still in the lead. Nate coming in here with a 12.
Yeah, speculators make things rough. It was just scaring me because and I'm actually really still scared of prices going further because I've always wanted to own my own Tezzeret deck. And
some of those cards are the ones that already spiked.
Yeah, and so
Transmute.
But that's what's so scary is like, well, transmutes are like 120. They're affordable, whereas something like the Abyss is like over $400.
Right.
And I'm like, well, I mean, I can buy one.
The Legends cards all already. Yep. You only need one.
Yeah.
And you can get an Italian one. That's not very cool.
I'd much rather English, but I guess I can't really be too choosy if I don't have the money, huh? Get ready for Academy Rector and Metalworker buyout. Oh. Well, I have 4 Academy Rectors. I got those. So, I'm prepped.
The Shallow Grave Spike.
That's something to be scared of.
Yep. I wanted to play some Grizzle Shoal, not Grizzle Shoal, Grizzle Storm.
Grizzle Storm?
Or something, and having to buy 2 more Mox Diamonds, or Lion's Eye Diamonds, does not sound fun.
What are they, like 180, 190? It's a little bit of monies.
For a tier 3 deck.
But that's what's so funny is like most of the reserve list spikes that have been happening, most of them hurt the like smaller decks in the format, like outside of lands. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Outside of lands, like, it really is hurting.
It's
hurting like all these fringe things. Oh, this is brutal.
Yeah, Tin Pins would be fun. Hey, it's a Zealous Persecution. We talked about that card earlier, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Big Red Joe, look at that, being a hero and whatnot. Big Red Joe, have not seen you in a little while.
5 months in a row. That's awesome.
Welcome back.
If any of you guys want to sub or resub or use your Twitch Prime sub to our channel, we'll let you.
Okay.
And we'll appreciate it.
Sometimes it's just nice to see those people jump back into chat when you haven't seen them in like a couple weeks. And you're
Right.
just like, oh, good.
Yeah.
They're still alive.
We're still here, Big Red Joe, even if you're not. Always. Hey, Magic's being played. That's an equipped Stoneforge Mystic.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be really, really rough for Trace. The only thing I could see getting him back into the game would be like a Council's Judgment on the Jitte.
Yep, get those shallow graves while you can. Because they're like $20 or something, right?
Shallow graves are $20.
So.
I don't know. Are they on the reserve list?
Yep, $20 right now.
Yeah, I need to spend my money on Mox Diamonds, not shallow graves, so I'm gonna not do that.
So far, my speculation on Dominaria hasn't come to fruition.
What's your speculation? You keeping it a secret?
No, Precognition Fields. That's a card. I bought a few.
Is that the Aura?
It's an enchantment.
It's enchantment.
They were 12 yesterday. Oh, there were 12 yesterday. I'm sure there still are.
There it is. There's the Council's Judgment. Vote for that thing.
It's been judged.
Jitte.
Ooh. Okay. Fairy coming in against Maverick.
That's interesting.
All right.
That's really interesting. I'm not sure that was the right place to put that, but
hey, those are M10 planes, and he likes them. All right.
He actually has one he's working towards right now, but until he gets all of them, he's going to use these ones. I think the one he's doing is Odyssey Plains 333. I think that's the one we decided on. Take it away. It's the lightning planes. They're pretty cool. Yep, Gaia's Cradle's also on that reserve list. It's gonna... Yep, it'll kill you, that's for sure. You only need one more. You'll get there. You need one more, Kylie. Is he looking for foils of that one? No, I know Les has a couple. I have one of that. I have one Odyssey 333. But I think he's just looking for non-foils. They're like a little over $1 for a non-foil. They're pretty cheap and they look really good. Easily one of the prettiest lands. They're like a $12 foil. They're beautiful. What are you looking up? What are you finding?
Let's see if we have some shallow graves. Doesn't appear to be.
Alright, but Mirror Crusader's in, and now this is going to make it difficult for the Knight of the Reliquary. Yeah, you picked up 3 for 600 in Vegas. Well, you should have gotten that 4th one, silly. Not doing very good at finding it.
Maybe Nature's Bottom.
Nate would do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why he stopped spending his bits. He's like, I need to use this somewhere else.
What did you pick up 3 of in 600 for in Vegas?
Gaia's Cradles.
Whoa.
Yeah. But that was last year. Yeah, I know. But you didn't spend your money on those.
Look at what happened to the board state while I was not paying attention. That Mirror Crusader's gonna do it all by himself.
It has a lot of work to do.
Just equip it with a Batterskull and a Jitte and... Oh.
Never mind. He's got some extra change. Not only did he buy out our shallow graves, but now he's spending more money. Jeez. Mr. Moneybags over here.
Random 27er. Okay. I see your 27.
So it looks like we're getting pretty close to the end of the round. Trace is up again. Whoa.
We're just going to keep ratcheting it. This is only round 1. You don't want to know what happens in round 2 or 3.
Have you been stocking up? Is that what's been going on?
You know what happens in round 2 or 3? I run out of bits.
You have to buy more? Come on, guys, run him out of bits.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't let him have the satisfaction.
Good luck. Jorgensen's not even in here to battle too.
Yeah.
Batsai, you are a better hero than us who are just playing with bits.
So true. Thank you so much, Batsai.
6 months in a row for Batusai. That's a lot of months. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
In fact, 6 months in a row is about as long as we were able to take subs, right? I think I'm on 7 or 8.
I think I'm on 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Turlo's getting in on this.
Yes, no satisfaction
72?
for you.
The math? How many do I have left? So difficult to tell. I mean, it tells you right there. But take that. Some number of clicks. I mean, this is the most absolutely incredible, thrilling game we've ever. I like how the score is like tilted, as if things have happened.
He had to make room for his Gideon.
He saw my 11 and he matched with an 11. Nate's solidly in third place though, so I think it's okay.
You're gonna sit back, let Jerlo take it for a little bit.
Enjoy it for a minute. Just, I mean,
as long as Nate's behind, that's all that really matters.
Yeah, pretty much. Hackbert says shallow graves.
That sounds like something Hackbert would say.
Hey, it's a handshake.
Yeah, so that looks like a draw.
They drew. But Drew's not playing.
Nope. That's just where both of these players wanted to be. The draw bracket.
Perfect.
Except for the whole thing where, no, they didn't. They didn't want to be there.
Probably not.
Nope.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
We got to see white cards.
Some non-blue cards.
Yeah.
We played. How many people did we have in our tournament today? We had 20 people tonight. Awesome.
20 people playing Legacy, which is incredible. Look at all those bits flying around. Subscriptions falling into the not bucket.
Had to happen sometime.
Grab it. Grab a drink. You want a drink? You got a drink.
I think I'll be good.
Anybody in chat want a drink?
Chat, speak up now. All right, they missed it. All right, guys. Well, I know that Bryce has done a couple more altars that we're going to talk about because Tuesday's the day that we talk about Bryce altars. And we had these sweet construct tokens that we got from Cats and Cantrips. Because sometimes you just need some little Karn tokens. We got to see a little bit of Karn. But what do you guys think? I'm not sold on Karn in Legacy, but he could be there. Four Bizarro decks in the room and on stream. Jeez. We have some different things. Some different things today. I really want to see Doomsday on stream today. Cause Mr. Matt, our Friday streamer, he's all set with his Doomsday deck. Well, almost. I think he still needs a Volcanic Island, but people were willing to lend him one. Awesome. We got some people in here tonight. We got 3 more rounds to go. No, not Karn Silver Golem. Not that one. The other Karn. Scion of Urza. Or Scion of something.
Alright, looks like we have our last match just finish up, so we should have round 2 here soon. And they're all out of coffee.
What?
I know.
So you have to get your caffeine from soda?
Mm-hmm.
That's not the right way to do it.
Uh-oh. Hackbert's talking about his Bizarro Storm deck.
Oh no. Well, he was saying that the Card Kingdom stream had four Bizarro decks in the room.
That's awesome.
It's not Karn Silver Golem. Oh my goodness. But you're right. It does kill Chalice, Mox Diamond, Chrome Mox, all those 0 mana artifacts. Yep. Karn just turns them into a creature and then they die. But that's not the Karn I was talking about, because they don't make these cool little construct tokens.
Oh, that's from the new Karn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Karn Scion of Urza? Is that what it's called, guys? That's where it is.
The new Karn?
I had it in my cube deck on Sunday.
Did anybody get to play it?
I did. Yeah.
Oh.
I had to pick it over some juicy things. I thought my deck was really good, and then I got crushed by mono red and mono black. Oddly enough.
How does Karn kill artifacts?
Karn the creature Karn.
Oh.
Turns artifacts into creatures. The Silver Golem.
This one.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Man, they are holding value. Scion of Urza. $40. Look at that.
All right, we have players.
I sat on my phone.
Sitting down, but it's fun to hear beeping sounds. Travis versus Josh and Terry versus Ryan.
Okay.
Travis is on your right. Josh is on your left there.
Which one are we watching now?
Travis was on Burn. We saw the Burn. In fact, we saw Josh play Travis, didn't we? So why don't we see what happens here?
Let's come over here.
These players.
I want to see.
So now we've got Terry on the left. He's been on a Grixis Delver for.
He's had Canadian Threshold a couple times though, but I think he's on Grixis.
And Ryan is playing Fish. Some merfolk. For your viewing pleasure. Everybody likes a good fish, right? Like a tilapia.
That was the first one you thought of, huh?
Yeah.
That's the only fish you know, huh?
I know other fishes. That's just the one I like to eat. Both players take a mulligan because their decks suck.
That's why. Yep.
You look at your hand and you're just like, hey, I got a bunch of 2/2s, and how am I supposed to win with these? Better take a mulligan and see if I can find something better that doesn't exist in my deck. Tilapia is not good fish. If you cook it right, it's fine. It's inexpensive fish. I'm not a real fish connoisseur. We live in not the coast.
Man, look at all these fish. Look at all these fishy things
going
on.
We should talk about fish for the next until. Does Ryan have a land in his hand? He's keeping. I didn't see one. There is. Okay, there's an island. He's got Daze. Daze is online, guys. Are you ready? This Deathrite Shaman getting dazed. Fish in Phoenix is a bit fishy.
I could understand why.
It is. It's very merfolky. That's what we're watching. I mean, some people like ahi. Other people like to eat merfolk. No, there's enough good seafood in Utah that you can find. You just have to go to a seafood place, right? And that they get it shipped in daily. Great Whaler says awesome.
It is kind of awesome.
I'm doing a play-by-play of what the chat says.
Nice.
You do the play-by-play of the Magic cards.
Okay.
Saltwater fish, because we the Great Salt Lake.
There's Delver. That's not a fish.
Nope. We don't have any saltwater fish in the Great Salt Lake. That does seem like a viable business option, though, right? Like super salty fish.
Yeah.
You don't even have to put salt on them because they're already salted. Hey.
Perfect.
It's a Delver Secrets. It's a non-fish. You got a non-island right there. This is a new card that's finally been reprinted, and I don't remember the name of it.
Silvergill Adept.
Ah, yeah.
Silvergill.
It's the one that's really adept at having silver gills.
He reveals a merfolk in his hand to make it cost just that 2 mana. I think if you don't reveal, it costs 3 extra mana. 5 mana for a 2/1 that draws you a card isn't exactly great in Legacy.
It's pretty looking from here. I haven't seen any of those in person yet. I have absolutely no idea how you acquired those. Was it like a release day of Ixalan or something?
Yeah, I think it was like the open house.
Oh, one of those open house things.
Yeah.
As opposed to when game stores are closed
right.
for the general public.
As opposed to that. Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's a really young pyromancer. It's getting forced. Yeah. Adept is, well, it's a combination of a couple different merfolk that make it good. I think the reason that merfolk is any good in Legacy is because of Island Walk, right? If it wasn't for that, it wouldn't have a stand a chance.
Yeah, the deck has a couple things running for it. I mean, it's got Aether Vial. That's a pretty good card, I hear. It's got a bunch of lords, so its creatures get really big.
He was too young. He tried to use a fake ID, Hackbert. Not getting by Ryan.
It has 4 Trinu Nemesis, because that card's apparently Merfolk.
Just because it happens to be a Merfolk, yeah. We'll just splash this on here. Neat.
And awkwardly, he's got a Mood Vault there when he needs 2 blue. So
yeah, so Ryan's pretty much done for. That's how this looks at the moment.
Yeah, probably.
10-10 are the scores.
Yes, it is a Chalice deck.
You're a Chalice deck. Throwing out out mean insults all over the place. Insulting this Merfolk deck. I can't believe it. Just ridiculous.
Probably just playing a Lord and attacking. I'm not sure.
You kind of can't.
Thinking about making a copy of Delver, maybe?
Oh, no, we can. You're right. It's a Mood Vault. M-O-O-D. Mood Vault.
Yeah, Muda. I don't get the problem.
Lightning Bolt. That you knew about. Lose some dazes. Or force in a daze. Take 4. Go to 6. And you're dead.
I feel like I just want to give him the option. Like, okay, I'm going to call it Muda Vault, or I'm going to call it Muda Vault.
He wasn't at 10. Wait.
It's up to you. Those are the only 2 options.
Life totals are changing. I guess he was at not 10 life at the time. All right, so now he's at 9. So he's not dead yet. He's dead in about 3 minutes.
Less than that, I'd say.
Gotta make sure.
It's Mew Tubbolt?
Like a Mewtwo.
Oh, like a Mewtwo Vault.
Mewtwo Vault.
Mewtwo.
This is a weird thing to be talking about, Chad. I came in expecting, a couple different ways we could go with talking about Magic, arguing about the pronunciation of Mutavault.
These are exactly the kind of intelligent conversations I expect to have when I jump.
It's a mutant. It's a mutant vault.
The root comes from the mutant. Okay.
So this was fun. Oh, we're still playing. Okay, never mind. Here we go.
Not quite fun yet.
Hold on. Hey, it's a
new Delver.
And he didn't run out the other one that's in his hand. This one doesn't even get to have an actual Delver placed into play.
Didn't deserve it.
Nope. The new Merfolk Trickster.
I have not looked at that card. Oh wait, no, that's the 2-mana flash one, huh?
I just recently acquired my precognition fields. Am I calling it the right thing?
What? I don't know what card you're talking about. What does it do?
It's the enchantment that you get to look at the top card of your library, and if it's an instant or sorcery, you can play it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to make an instant sorcery deck
With your
with some enchantments.
with your primal amulet.
No,
Oh,
it dies to
a braid.
no, the stupid land, buried ruin or what? Not buried ruin. What's the new land? The new wasteland.
Field of Ruin.
Yeah.
Okay.
It ruins my deck.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like a field of it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, cards are being picked up. Ryan loses game 1 with fish. Terry wins with insects.
Insects. Mm-hmm.
Let's see what's happening on the miracle burn side of things. Price of progress is getting thrown down for 2 damage. All right, so we've got Josh on the left, Travis playing burn on the right. I guess 2 damage is all you need when your opponent's at 5. So we can guess how this probably went down, right? Josh probably played a bunch of lands, and Travis played a bunch of burn spells.
Josh has definitely been having a tough time with burn. We saw him on Saturday lose to the same burn player twice. It was brutal. He probably didn't draw what he needed to, but at the same time,
like played him in the top 8 or something like that.
Yeah, so played him in round 3 and then played him in the top 8 as well.
Predict is going to find a counter spell. It's going to counter that lightning bolt. Ooh, a beta counter spell countering a beta lightning bolt. Yeah. How about one more with a fire blast? And first a brainstorm, hoping to find a terminus. Ooh, found a force of will. Still alive. Oh, but if he has a terminus in hand, he can counter it that way. That's what he's going to do. Okay.
That's how I like to counter fire blasts. That's the way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
How am I supposed to keep track of when Josh is there when he switches his sleeves like every week?
All right, fire blast gets countered by terminus because that's what terminus does.
Yep, it counters fire blasts.
Yep. Travis has a card left. This was all at the end of Josh's last turn. Looks like there were some goblin guides that initially took down some life. Price of progress number 2.
I wonder if he cares about this at all. So this will turn off fetches.
Yep, it goes down to 1.
But it doesn't really increase Travis's clock at all. But, it's not like Josh was ever going to play another land.
It also makes Force of Will. Turns off Force of Will, right? He has to use it hard cast now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But the 2 damage is kind of free, right? Like whatever else Travis plays, any other card kills at 3 just as easily as it does it.
Yes.
At 1. All right, here's a Snapcaster targeting a very glary predict. He's going to get rid of that Terminus and draw 2 cards. Ooh, Terminus end up priority. Turn clock. Here we go. There's no way Travis can draw a burn spell that doesn't get countered in the next 10 turns, right?
No way.
Not a chance.
I think Josh actually is banking on Travis drawing a land this turn. Or a creature. Because he can't force, and I don't see a spell pierce or anything like that. He already played his land.
Travis says, I drew a lightning bolt. What do you have? He's got a counterbalance. First brainstorm.
Yeah, that should do it.
Make sure this gets countered. ZJ Johnson. Thanks for jumping into chat with us here. I missed your comment earlier. Do you think that the Trickster is better than Harbinger?
Yeah, could be.
ZJ jumping into chat. I like it. I like it, ZJ. Whatever you say, I like it. I'm on board. It's a Jace.
Yeah, we got to start face healing.
Did
he? He kept it.
Josh always sees a So this works pretty well, right? Either it's a land or it's a card that he can activate with counterbalance.
Mm-hmm.
Ha-ha! 18. 9 more turns to go. This is great fun. Now Josh is in a spot where he can leave up 5 open mana for Force of Will.
Yep, which he will.
And then it looks like he's got a Snapcaster as well, so that's 3 counter spells in a row there. Plus getting to rearrange for counterbalance. Put probably a 1 on top. What a miserable matchup. Yeah, being at 1 life, it's like what you strive for, right? I mean, he could have countered that Price of Progress and been at 3, but it would have been much more interesting to be at 1. Not only being at 1, but your opponent being at 20 when you're at 1. That's the dream, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'll start playing.
Back and winning.
You've had your fun. I've let you get me down to 1 life. Now I'm going to actually start playing. You actually can, Bear. If you know, you can just like fetch and kill yourself, and then the game's over. And
yep, Josh could literally do that.
All right, Travis fetches as a way to shuffle his library, even though Josh didn't fate seal that turn. And passes the turn, keeps the card in hand. Jace ticks up to 7, takes a look.
You can have it.
Leaves it on top.
It's one of the worst matchups.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Thanks, Nate. Thanks for putting that totally into context like that. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that couldn't be offensive or anything.
No. Maybe just don't do that one. Maybe we'll leave that one off. Fine, he says. Correct. Thank you. It's a search for Azcanta. Still got Force of Will mana open. Still gonna beat down with the 2/1. And you can go. So I think what Travis wants to do here is he wants to get more than 2 burn spells in hand, right? He's still got a few turns to do it. If he can build up a few, then Josh has to answer them all in the same turn, and he might not be able to do that.
Yep. And that might happen right here. Does Josh play a lot of miracles? Yes. He's probably the top. I'd say he's one of the top legacy players in the state, or heck, probably one of the top players in the state. And his choice deck is the Miracles deck.
Search for Azcanta flips over. So Travis just hard cast that Rift Bolt there. I kind of like suspending it, but I guess if he doesn't have another burn spell in hand, he's just going for it there.
Josh doesn't usually miss counterbalance triggers. He usually misses them on because it's a May, right?
Yeah, so he would have known that Jace was on top.
When he doesn't, he typically is doing that on purpose.
Yeah, yep, I agree fully with that. He's not.
Yeah, he knows what's on top.
He's not missing him.
He knows what's on top.
He's just choosing not to reveal. No, counterbalance is a May. You don't have to. Ooh, here's a creature. It's gonna get countered.
It's a must counter.
All right, so he still has enough mana to snapcast back a counter spell. Oh, he has enough to hardcast the other Force of Will as well.
But blind, you always flip it. Yeah, he wasn't blind though.
All right, Travis goes down to 7. Here's a portent. There's Josh. We can hear him just a little bit. He's throwing some mind games at Travis there because of that fetch land, right? So he's rearranging the top of Travis's deck, and sounds like he's playing as if he's gonna allow him to keep those cards, letting Travis think that he probably should shuffle them away when maybe not.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware, Bear, with 2 guns, but keep in mind he has Jace and he's brainstormed.
Yeah, he's known what's on top of his library this whole time.
Yeah,
every turn.
There's no reason to give your opponent information if you know you're not going to get it countered.
All right, Travis goes ahead and fetches. Ooh, is that a Saga?
That's a Saga.
And Burn?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Is that the one that like the turn it dies, it like doubles all of your red damage or whatever for the turn?
All right, pass the turn. And search for his Kanta. He's going to start searching for... Wait, what do you do when you found it? Chat, you're missing out on an opportunity. This is what you do. Go like this.
Like this, right here? This? Like that?
You do that thing! We found it! Man.
How many do I do?
I don't know. You only find it once.
You did one more found it than me.
Here's a punter from Josh. This feels. Oh, he's still got another Force of Will in hand. Still got another Snapcaster that he's been holding on to for that counter spell. And if he really had to, he could Source the Pleasure as his own.
2 more attacks. Is he gonna get there?
Jace is sitting at 9. I think he's gonna get there. The Snapcaster Mage. Exactly 10 turns later. Yeah. Zach found it.
The glare does make it kind of hard to find.
That's why we're helping them find it.
By putting this here found it thing right there.
Chain Lightning gets counterbalanced off of Ponder on top.
Josh switches it up all the time. Recently we've seen him on Entreat.
Yeah, with Mentors in the sideboard.
It was a while before we'd seen him in Entreat. He hasn't been running one for a long time.
Josh went for the 9 turns later instead of 10 by dropping down the second Snapcaster on the 9th turn. Yeah,
it's like cheating.
Just changing the clock. All right, back to our other match where we've
got... It looks like Fish got game 2 then, huh?
It does look that way. That would have been fun to watch.
Dang it.
Instead, we're seeing a Liliana on board against an island. And Terry's got his own Merfolk. Curse catching all the curses.
Yeah, this game's Terry's.
I guess this could be game 2, but either way, Terry's got it. He either wins 2-1 or 2-0. And Ryan just never drew another land, looks like. So we're going to see game 2 of Miracles versus Burn. So sideboarding options. Josh probably has a Hydroblast.
Probably. Yeah.
In his side. He also would bring in Flusterstorms, other easier counter magic. Probably takes out Terminus altogether. And yeah, mentors are probably coming in.
Yeah, they do.
It speeds up your clock a lot. It allows you to combat all of the little creatures really nicely. And yeah, disenchant possibly. As far as burn, I have no idea. Burn gets to bring in some Pyroblasts, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird because every card you cut from burn is a burn card that you're cutting.
The deck's kind of already doing what it wants to be doing.
Right, so I don't think it's correct to bring in too many cards. There's a few cards you could cut, like if you have is it Searing Blaze, the one that deals damage to creatures?
Yeah. Searing Blood and Searing Blaze. I'm not sure how he feels about the saga that he's trying out.
What do you think the saga is? I have no idea. I don't even know what to begin with thinking of the name of this thing.
I'm gonna find it.
Where's Jorgensen when you need him? It's a red card.
Yeah, that's where I'm headed.
It's not from Oz's Saga. Urza's Saga.
Oz's Saga. Wow. Price of Progress. That is a card that can be cut.
He dealt 2 damage twice with Price of Progress, alright? The first Eruption, you think it's that one?
No. No, it's not that one. It's the other one.
The uncommon one?
This one.
Flame of Keld. The Flame of Keld.
You discard your hand, you draw 2 cards, and then if a red source would deal damage to a permanent or player this turn, it deals that damage plus 2. Thank you.
You want to throw that? Oh, there we go. You don't have to throw it up. It looks pretty, though.
This site is not up to date with Dominaria. Can't even show them.
Wow. That's silly. The Saga cards are interesting in that they're split perfectly evenly on the text box. So I've seen some people starting to do foil pills where you get both. And sorcery speed, discard your hand. What could go wrong? Sounds like a thing Nate would try.
Yeah, but the next turn you have 3 cards. And the next turn you have 4, and all those 4 cards can deal double damage.
We can't just sit here at 82. That's not. We can't do that. We got $1 right there, guys.
Like $1?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's $1.32.
Just about. There's an Eidolon. If this survives, that feels pretty good. Josh is going to respond with a fetch and maybe a brainstorm.
Yeah, this is easily one of the best cards in this matchup. Now Josh, so if Josh doesn't have an answer, then he has to like use cantrips to try to find an answer and just like losing life for. Yep, there it is. So probably responding, right?
Yeah, this is still a response. So he found a sword, 2 swords. That makes Eidolon do the minimal amount of damage there. I also see magic related things all over the place. It's true. That doesn't make you a true degenerate. That makes you a true connoisseur of the game of magic.
That was quite the compliment.
Yeah, that's what we do here at Paragon City Games. We rise people up. We don't bring them down. Kyre, come on. That's a Goblin Guide.
Nobody told me. Alright, there's the swords. 2 damage.
Goblin Guide draws Josh a card. Eidolon goes forever away. And some lava spiking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how you would form lava into the shape of a spike. Like, does it really matter? Could it just be like a big ball of lava and thrown at your face? Does it matter what shape it's in?
I think it's more like a volleyball spike.
Ah, it's a spiked ball of lava.
Yes.
That makes a difference. I understand now. Yeah, he was the one on his phone the whole time.
Yeah.
Probably not. Another Swords to Plowshares, taking out the Goblin Guide. Josh is down to 7. It's a nice theater too. The new Eccles Theater that's downtown. I like it. Yeah, they ask everybody to turn off their phones entirely, and it's kind of too bad that people didn't do that. Counterbalance does not counter the Goblin Guide, but it does draw Josh a card. He goes down to 5. That was a funny little hesitation there where Travis sees the island on top and thinks about attacking. It's like, no, you just keep attacking there.
Yeah, it's what red has to do. Just keep on keeping on. Here we go. Look at Jace.
Okay, we're gonna get a Snapcaster. Gonna do some blocking here, targeting a. Oh, maybe not even blocking actually. Might just target a Swords to Plowshares. Thinking about it.
I'm not sure what he targeted, but so he, yeah, Brainstorm. Yeah, this makes more sense.
Ooh, that's a good question. I want to know the answer to that one, Nate. I did not. Just my wife and I went. There's a Jace. Start Fate Sealing?
Yeah. Yep.
What do you got?
You can have it.
It's a little adult. It would be hard to follow, I think, for my kids. The music and the lyrics and stuff. All right, here's a. Yeah, it's also pretty long, I agree. Here's a Fire Blast. Doing some fire blasting. Josh is deciding how to respond. Goes down to 1. Here it is. 1 to 20.
Yep.
Josh has meticulously.
Where it all gets turned around.
Just engineered this exact gameplay again. It is a challenge to follow as an adult. You're right. The lyrics move so fast. Well. All right. Brainstorm needs to find something. It didn't. It found an engineered explosives. That answers some things, but not all of them.
Not a lot of things. You might have to play the engineered explosives on 2 in case of an Eidolon.
What's the other card? A Flusterstorm?
2 Flusterstorms.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's kind of Brainstorm locked as well. Can't use his fetch land. Just passes the turn.
Decides not to play around Eidolon.
Yeah, there was some fun stuff. Zach, you've seen it, I take it. What the? Hey Siri, just talk to me. Oh,
still trying
goodness.
to talk to you.
I said it again out loud. Don't do that, guys. I thought I'd turn that off. He's gonna try.
Without gaining life, he will have lost 38 life in 2 games. It's gonna happen. He hasn't presented a clock yet, though.
Jace is the clock. At the moment, he's not. At the moment, he's just brainstorming. He's got to find answers first before Jace can start ticking up.
There are definitely lands in Travis's hand, I'll say that much. He needs an exquisite firecraft. That's what Travis needs.
So the card that just ends the game by itself.
It's like done.
You saw my cousin. I have a few of them. Which cousin did you see? How did you know this? Wait, what? Yeah. How did you get tickets the first week? That was hard to do. I got lucky to get tickets the last week. It was a challenge. All right, now with a predict, you can finally start moving some cards off the top of his library.
Got it. Crack that fetch first. Done. Game 3. Here we go.
Yeah, you can't. If you could get a creature out and swords it, it's still not enough.
He must think he has an out.
Okay. Oh, you went the same day Chris did. Cool. He was the one who was actually able to get me tickets. That's cool.
Mind Break Trap. Yeah, that would do it. Mind Break Trap would do it. But there's the exquisite firecraft.
An exquisite way to win the game.
Fact.
Wow, waited at the theater the morning they went on sale.
Wow.
Ouch. That was probably fun.
Chris, yeah. the guy who's sometimes here but not usually.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
Cool.
Well, everybody else in chat, are you guys enjoying this this Miracles versus Burn matchup as we also talk about Hamilton?
I want to see this saga get played. Chris the Pal. I didn't know that was his name.
I didn't either. Now we do.
It's his legendary creature name.
Should I show you guys a card while we wait?
Yes.
Do you guys want to see something cool looking?
Do it. You only have one new card to show us this week?
I think there's 2 on here.
2?
If you guys really want to see 2. I've got another cool one that I'm finishing up right now. Yeah, the backup match is over. Whoa, it's being slow. All right, here we go. Real quick. Nope, these guys are done shuffling. I'll show you guys later. I'm going to tease you. It's a cool looking card. When these guys are finished, if there's time in between rounds, I'll show you. Or you could just go to the Belt Alters Facebook page if you really want to look at it earlier. You might appreciate it. Both Nate and Zach.
You want to try it in Dredge because it makes you discard your hand the second it comes in. And then the next turn you draw 2 cards, so you can like dredge 3 different cards.
Ooh.
Yeah, Cathartic Reunion probably is better.
Yeah, and then the third turn, all your instants and sorceries deal extra damage. Got him.
Yeah, because Dredge cares about that. Right. That way your Insolent Neonate that you totally cast can hit for 2 instead. Like Cathartic Reunion's better. You discard the cards no matter what.
All right, Josh leads off with a Tundra and a Goblin Guide on the other side. Travis goes down to 19 life. So,
all right, is there going to be a land? Is there going to be a land on top? There you have it, Nate. Sorry. Firestorm's just so much better. You can't run it.
Hey, Josh draws a plains. He'll pay 2 life to draw a land off the top. I think he'll do that.
At the beginning of the game, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Later in the game, probably not so true.
Tech. Ooh, Swords to Plowshares on top. Josh chooses to let that go, and Swords again. So Travis is going to go up to 21. Josh stays at 18. See, this is a matchup where we can do this. Travis fetches. Woodland Foothills goes to the graveyard. Travis is going to search for a mountain of the unhinged variety. He shuffles like he likes to shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
Some mash shuffling going on. Josh cuts the deck, and an Eidolon comes down. It's not an Eidoloff.
Wait, is it an Eidolon?
Uh-huh.
I knew it.
Yep.
Sometimes I just guess and get there, you know?
We know that Josh has the Swords to Plowshares on top of his library. He's also got a Monastery Mentor in hand.
Yep. Did not choose to play that. Here's a Goblin Guide. There's going to be some damage.
Predict on top. And I guess this Eidolon is going away. Yep. So
it was necessary.
Josh takes 4. Goes to 16. Travis goes up to 20. It goes down to 14.
Yeah, from the hit from the Goblin Guide.
Yep. And Travis fetches again. Finds another mountain.
It's weird. It looks exactly like the ones next to it. I don't really get that. How can you have the same mountain twice?
It's different views of the same mountain. It's like from 5 feet away.
No, it's the same one.
Oh. It's magic. So it doesn't matter. Right? Hey! The Eidolon was off, and now it's back on again.
Yep.
Game on!
Did you say Eidolon was off?
Uh-huh.
So it was on and then off?
You're right. That's what happened. Josh fetches. He goes down to 13. He's 12 points away from when he's going to start taking over this game. Mentor comes down with no land. So he doesn't get a monk. That hurts. Takes some damage from the Eidolon. And Travis has, 3 cards in hand? He's going to attack.
So is Travis going to kill this Monastery Mentor, or is he going to go face?
I'd kill it now if you could. Pretty sure that's correct. Chain Lightning to Josh's face. To Josh's face.
I think it is going face, but he's reconsidering.
Round 1, we saw
Maverick versus Death and Taxes, and Miracles versus Reanimator.
Yeah, we didn't really see that. We just saw Death and Taxes and Maverick, and it was a long game 1.
They ended up drawing.
Yep.
There's the Exquisite Firecraft.
Firecraft
Done.
kills Josh. There's also a lightning bolt and some Flusterstorms. Yeah. So he was going for the I'll make some monks. So if he had had a land instead of 3 Flusterstorms, if there had been a land in hand, he would have been able to survive and maybe turn that around. As it was, no dice. Burn gets there.
There's some dice right there.
Yeah, you didn't have them.
Oh.
All right, now I'll show you guys a card. You guys ready? We've got a few minutes left in round 2 here before round 3 starts up. So I do alters if there's anybody in chat that doesn't know this, and I show them off on stream occasionally. So here's some I just completed. These are for somebody here actually in store. I'll go like this.
Yep.
So here's my Facebook page. So these are some hymns that I altered for Davis here in store. He's pretty awesome. He's just like, I know I want you to do an altar for me, and this is my favorite card with my favorite art, so do this one. And so I do a digital mock-up of these. It's going strangely slow. Thinking, maybe?
What?
Considering? And what?
We gonna get there?
There they are. This is kind of in spirit of some other cards I've done before that are on my page. I did some Elder Spirit guides that were kind of like this, along this line, and kind of like the Lion's Eye Diamonds I did as well. So these were fun to do.
That person wishes that the flavor text was removed? What? What? Sorry, I'm like reading the people's comments. I'm like,
that's
what?
great. So these are the other cards I did recently, a very different thing. And this isn't my usual type of altar, but somebody asked, and so I did it for them.
This thing's from like Final Fantasy or something.
Yeah. These are a Final Fantasy Moogle.
Can't remember. Oh yeah, Moogle. That's right.
So, are these hymns from the chorus books? Correct. It kind of does have like a what do you call it?
I don't know.
Old pages were illuminated, an illuminated look to it. Do you have some brainstorms in this style? Yeah, if you jump on this page, it's just facebook.com/feltalters. There's
If you click off of it, it'll show it.
a couple different brainstorms.
Right there.
Yeah, right there. There it is. So here's the actual link just up here, right? If you go to posts or photos, you can see everything I've done, and there's at least one version of brainstorms. I think there's been a couple.
Yeah, you did the Guru brainstorm, and then you did.
That's just taking a really long time.
Yeah, those ones.
So here's these, and then I've got some other ones coming up soon. Some brainstorms. As far as my rate, it depends on the card and it depends on the style. It just depends on how long they take, but it's roughly anywhere from $40 to $60 a card. It's in that range. I try and, if I'm doing a full play set, I try and knock off a couple bucks off of it because it takes a little less time. It's been fun doing. Yeah, this isn't my Facebook. I'm on
the store's Facebook.
Yeah. It's been fun doing legacy cards. So I've purposely been doing cards where I leave the art so that they are more likely to be tournament playable. And quite a few of my altars were at GP Seattle. Got okayed, of course, to be played. A couple weren't, which was surprising. But you can actually see some of the variety of decks. There's some other cards that I've just kind of screwed around with different ideas. But there's a lot of Grixis things because I did a whole bunch of Grixis cards for myself, but there's also some food chain cards, some storm cards, some Belcher cards.
Yeah, you did some basic lands for me.
Yeah, and that's just here's where most of the cards are in this album. Somebody here locally wanted me to do some Eldrazi for them. I've been playing around with foils and what fun things you can do with those. These are all foils. Just a lot of variety. So I do a digital mock-up of all of these first, so you get a pretty good idea of what they're going to look like beforehand, and we can kind of tweak that as we go. And so it's kind of a fun collaboration sometimes between the client and me. And that's kind of unique. I don't think a lot of people who do altars do these digital process like I do. So anyway, if you're interested, send me a message on Facebook. I'd be happy to. It's been fun to do altars for people in stream.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got some more fun ones. I've got a Mindbreak trap that's going to look pretty sweet. I'm excited about it.
People want us to break some minds with traps, huh?
Why are we lagging? It's the computer. It's not our stream.
I really don't know. Yeah, our stream's just fine.
Go ahead and close this. Yeah. And sure.
Oh, it is our stream.
Are you guys seeing lag in stream?
It's showing up on our end.
It's looking all right now. Whoa. We've got Calvin versus Terry, and I guess that's what we have to show now. We have to show it. Just chopped a little bit. All right. For some reason, Facebook slowed us down there.
Yeah, that was weird. Hopefully it's a little better now.
So we have Calvin versus Terry, and we also have Tim versus Travis. Over here. We've got our person up front who's doing the pairings, chatting with us here.
Sorry, this is important.
Very. I'm gonna click this. All right. Change this name right here to Calvin. Calvin playing probably 4 color.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, people are saying funny words.
Perfect.
4 color and Terry doing his.
We're on round 3 here.
Whoa. You mean the last round wasn't the last round?
Nope. It was the last round. Perfect. There we go. We got some Magic players. They're shuffled up. Calvin's got the dragons on those sleeves? On those dragon shields?
Yeah. Calvin never doesn't have it in.
Ooh. Calvin on 4C over here.
Oh, yeah.
He's also on 4 color. There we go. Calvin never doesn't have it. What's Terry's nickname?
I don't know. Usually Terry's the one who gives the nicknames, so he's just Terry.
All right.
Or maybe it was Scary Terry. I can't remember.
For a moment, because it was silly.
I want to say somebody said that once.
2 underground C's from Calvin. Fatally pushes.
That seems like a good thing to do to Deathray Shaman.
And he does it around a daze. Scary Terry. Jerlo agrees.
Mm-hmm.
Terry's got the Wasteland promo, the shiny Wasteland. Original art Judge one. And another Deathray Shaman.
He was a hymn to Turok, and that's.
Do you think he has one of these shirts that says
Luck-Skill Deathray?
And then underneath that it says Deathray. Wait. Oh man, that was too much hard.
Yeah. You were really bad at that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I wish I had like 10 more Luck-Skill Deathray shirts. I wore mine on Friday, and I'm like, Tuesdays come up, and I haven't done laundry, so I'm just like, oh man, I guess I'll just wear this normal pair.
Maybe you don't need 10 more. Maybe just 1 more.
No, just 10 more. 10 would be good. Then I would like get it. Then I'd like go to grab a shirt for the day, and I don't have to choose, you know. Like I know it's going to be comfortable. I know it's going to be a good shirt, and that people will enjoy it when they see it.
They are very nice.
Yeah.
They have what do they got?
This side.
The sleeve. Oh my goodness. On the sleeve.
On the back it says Twitch.tv.
Yeah.
Dash Paragon City Games.
It's a comfy shirt.
It really is.
If you guys want a really cool shirt, they are sold here in store for only $20.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if you are not local and you can't just walk into our store, all Wills and Nils, you can always message Paragon.
Nils?
Yeah, Wills and Nils. Willy-nilly. You know, all willy-nilly. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
You can always message us on Facebook, and we'll get that to you.
The whole thing's readable. I just am not showing it.
Just looks like wordplay over looker.
It's Zombie Fish. Zombie Fish is getting dazed. Calvin went for the aggro play there and didn't have an answer.
And Terry's like, I don't need lands.
No, I'll just play this one Underground Sea over and over again.
He has a death right. He's golden.
Yep.
What more does he need?
He'll just run out a young Pyromancer. knowing that Calvin, if he had any counter magic, would have used it previously. Gitaxian Probe, quickly drawing a card, and there's the Elemental. Calvin's got Belphastrix, a Jace, and a Sculptor. The token almost came out. Where'd it go?
I don't know. You look through the stack of tokens and then there they are. So he has 2 now. Yeah.
Some elementals. Some cats and cantrips elementals.
Yes. Cats and cantrips making the best tokens out there. Easy to see, easy to understand, and they're cute. What more could you ask for a token?
I don't know. It could be in foil.
Oh, why in the world would you want to ruin something so beautiful?
All right. Calvin gets run out of Belphastrix and a Deathrite Shaman. He's got a Jason hand and an unknown card. Terry finally gets to play a second land. And I think we're going to see a lightning bolt here. Killing the Deathrite, getting another elemental, and swing for 2. Calvin takes 2. Wisely.
Yeah, trading the Belphastrix for a token. Not the greatest plan.
Yeah, probably
might,
not really.
It might have to happen at some point, but I think that Terry's had a handle on this game for quite a while.
Yeah, Calvin would love to see like a mass removal spell. Toxic Deluge.
Culligan's Command would be really good. Deluge would be really good.
Jace is going to get run out after fetching.
Jace is not exactly...
Jace is a 4-mana Brainstorm here.
Yeah.
And kind of a fog effect, right? He doesn't take some damage for a turn.
Thinking about that underground? Not sure. Alright.
Yeah,
Volcanic.
Goes gets a second red source, just in case. He's got another fetch land there, so...
Should be fine no matter what.
Yeah. Alright. Here comes a Brainstorm. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Sees a Lily, a Force, and another card. Maybe a Fatal Push? I'm not sure. Deathrite? Puts Force back. It's going to shuffle away those forces.
I'm not sure what the best thing to do at this moment is.
Liliana doesn't look too hot.
No.
Yeah.
Force of Will really doesn't either.
Nope. Let's see if he has a deluge there. I didn't see one.
Me neither. It's probably in the sideboard. I do know that 4-color can mainboard one pretty easily, but it's not usually any more than one.
Alright. Delver flips over. Gitaxian Probe gets played. Terry just paying some life for that. Gets another elemental. Building a little army of flame men, dude, campfire things. Toasting marshmallows.
Can they really be that evil if they get your marshmallows to like the perfect point of edibleness?
No, nobody said they're evil. They're red. They're not evil.
They're kind of evil.
Calvin's like, here's my deck. Stop doing what you're doing and cut this deck right now. Just put it on your Pyromancer so you forget about it. You didn't forget. All right, Brainstorm resolves another 1/1. Army of dudes coming. Ooh, he's just attacking with the Delver. Whoa. This is aggressive. I'm not sure I like it. I think the young Pyromancer at least stays back, but okay.
Well,
taking 5.
Yeah, that's a lot. I'm not sure what Calvin could do at this point. I mean, if it's not a deluge, then I don't know what I don't know what's getting them out of this.
So, okay, Jace died there. All right. Everything came with Jace. Delver number 2 comes down. Yeah. When you see a line of Grixis Delver that successfully gets to do everything that Terry's gotten to do this game, where you get to daze proficiently and already have the clock out, it works, right? That's kind of the Grixis dream. He's gotten to do it all. He's gotten to daze. He's gotten to wasteland. He's gotten to build a Pyromancer army. He's gotten to play flip Delvers.
We just haven't seen a Gurmag Angler yet.
When you get to probe and see exactly what your opponent's working with, so you can just run out whatever you want. Yeah, he hasn't anglered yet. You're right. I think Terry might be on a 4 Young Pyromancer build now. I'm not sure. He said he was going to try it out, but
yeah. Well, I mean, he could just attack everything. I don't even know if Liliana really matters. He could attack Liliana, but he's gonna be able to get a True Name Nemesis in this turn, I think.
Yeah, fair decks. Almost every fair deck in Legacy can feel very unfair when it just dominates. I've played against Death and Taxes and have felt very unfair, right, against that.
Clarifying which ones are going where.
All right, so Lily's going to die, and Calvin's going to take 5 damage?
I think 4.
There's the Gurmag Angler. Now he's gotten to do it all.
Told you.
What hasn't he done?
True Name Nemesis.
True Name Nemesis.
That's in his hand.
It's coming down next turn?
Yeah. We wouldn't want to leave anybody out.
No.
When we win as a team.
Showing all the versatility of this deck with its 2 mana. He played a 2-drop in that Young Pyromancer with 1 mana. And here comes an attack for a bunch. Calvin's gonna Abrupt Decay the Delver.
Okay.
Chump block an elemental and take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, and then
and then die to Deathray Shaman?
Probably. Let's see, he can gain a little bit of life if he wants to, but then he just takes the 2 damage anyway. You might as well, though.
Yeah, he's just going to pack it up.
Yeah. And then you just lose the next turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Game 1 went to Terry on Grixis Delver. Our backup match while these guys are shuffling is Tim and Travis, the burn player we saw. And Travis playing... Sorry, Tim playing. What's Tim playing?
4-color.
4-color. It's pretty much a similar deck as to Calvin.
Yeah.
And it looks like... I can't see. Looks like Travis got game 1. It's kind of a guess, but do you want to edit the time round?
Oh, yeah. I did forget to do that.
Ban Underground Sea. It can cast Birds and Goyf 2 strong. Uh-huh.
No, then they just use something else.
Whoa.
Yeah, I got a little glitchy there.
All right, Tim coming down, firing with a Baleful Strix and a Deathrite Shaman. Looks like a mentor died. Got countered. Something. or not a mentor, a Swiftspear monastery. The other monastery one.
Nice.
The faster one. Faster, cheaper, more efficient one.
The not walking one.
No. He doesn't walk, actually. He just hangs out and teaches people.
Oh. Alright, so here, this is coming in on 2. This is in engineered explosives. Usually when we see this happen, it's usually to take care of Eidolon. You want to get it in before the Eidolon, that way you don't lose the life to kill it. But, I don't know, I think it kind of looks like he's got a little bit of time. I guess Travis does have a lot of cards in hand, but Sulfuric Vortex could also be something important to kill.
That costs 3.
You know, that's why I like waiting could matter.
Yeah, it is kind of a weird guessing game because burn is so redundant, and certain cards that you might hedge against, they don't even see.
Like, there's only one reason to wait, and that is, or to play it early. Sorry, and that is Eidolon, the Great Revel.
We're just going through all the black blue lands, the duels.
Fiery Grave would go next.
Price of Progress gets countered or Thoughtseized out. Is that what happened?
EE on 2 kills the Saga. Yeah, it does kill the Saga. That's true. But we don't want the Saga to die, remember?
we want to see it actually happen.
Yeah. I'm the one in the booth, and what I say goes, so no killing the Saga. Yep, and there's the oh my goodness. Sulfuric Vortex. There it is. An EE. Sitting there on 2. How do you think Tim's feeling right now?
We forgot the future type 1. No, we didn't. River of Tears.
Ban every come into play tap now. Has to come into play untapped, huh? Yeah, drown Catacomb doesn't work. It can't cast a green mana source on turn 1. Alright, let's jump back over. See what's going on back over here. They're like altars.
Right. You beat me too. Oh man.
I'm learning.
So is it the player who plays Underground Sea first wins? Is that what happens?
Yes.
Okay. Whoa. Calvin is throwing down a fatal push, and there's not even a creature on the board. Man, that's awesome. This Delver is dead. It's dead before it comes into play. Soul 4 Keck.
Soul 4 Keck? No, you have to put it on 3, not 4. Remember?
Soul 3 Keck.
Yeah.
Okay. Fatal Push gets dazed. So Terry again succeeding with the daze. So he kept dazes in even though he is on the draw.
Underground Sea everywhere. I don't know. Terry doesn't seem to have an Underground Sea at the moment.
Nope, it doesn't have any.
Terry doesn't need land. He has a 1/1. Nailed it. Got there.
Terry can utilize some wastelands if he wants to. Instead, he's going to run out a Deathrite Shaman. Calvin says, "Okay, I accept." Moving on.
This is where Calvin wished that he had those Punishing Fires and Groves in his deck.
Ooh.
Because man, those look so good here.
Who is my favorite card alterer? Eric Klug is by far. He's kind of the reason I started doing it. And when I was in Seattle, GP Seattle, there were a couple of his altars for sale at some of the booths, and I was tempted because they're pretty.
But actually my favorite as well.
His is next level, right? He's not just altering cards. He's actually painting masterpieces on each little card.
Oh boy, and look what just resolved. Liliana, Calvin's last hope.
Or his first hope this game. It's kind of the first thing he's really
That's not
played.
it's not what it says on the card, though. Getting rid of Misty here, and we've got a pretty good answer.
I don't actually know the answer to that, Bear. I haven't asked him or gone that route. I would assume it's in the hundreds, and it depends probably on time, just like with any other altar. But he's got enough of a waiting list that he can charge a little bit more than I certainly can. And his level of work takes a really long time too. Even though he's really good at what he does, some of his altars take several days, so he has to charge that much. But for example, I saw some altars of his, and there was a Mox Pearl and some like a recall, and they were altered, right? So they probably were pretty beat up cards to begin with, but they were listed as if they were unaltered. The Pearl for 1100 or something like that. It's not like there was some huge premium because it was his. Whereas a cheaper card would be a couple $100 minimum.
Wait a minute, guys. We've been talking about altars, but you know what I just barely realized just now? Terry's lands are behind his creature.
He's made the change. You have to now. You can't not. Well, I mean, you can in this, but
I cannot believe I'm the first person to notice this.
You can post a link and we'll see it, but the rest of the chat won't, unless we repost it. Oh, if you do it that way, it will work. I haven't seen this one. This one's cool. Yeah, his stuff is really amazing.
Yeah, no kidding.
You trolled Terry last time about the lands? Good.
Like everybody does, but he just kind of like doesn't care. He's just like, yeah, all right. Well, what can you do?
For those of you who don't know, Terry liked to play with his lands in front and did so up until just recently.
Did he actually tell you about that? That he would change it?
No, I just know that you have to change now at any competitive level event. It's not just on camera.
When did they change that?
Just 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. The problem is a lot of altars like that aren't tournament playable.
Bear, if you're interested, I could do something that would be not that amazing, but on that level, and do some counter spells for you for much cheaper and much more. It wouldn't be a year wait. Plus, I think that Klug doesn't usually do play sets of altars. He likes to just do one-ofs because it takes so long and it's repetitive. And I've kind of pushed towards actually doing play sets and coming up with a process that's a little faster if I do 4 of them.
Oh, okay. I'll be back.
Yeah, I was Bear. That's interesting because the judge that we had in Seattle, the head judge, he had a French accent, so I'm assuming he's French. He had kind of a weird. It felt like he was coming up with reasons to say no. Like he allowed one of my cards or the other, but not both, which I felt was very strange. But they had been allowed at an event just days before at the Mock Sporting House at the 5K that we played in. So I don't expect any of my cards to ever get said no to again. Yeah. like that. That was a weird anomaly. All right. Oh, True Name blocks and a lightning bolt to try and take out the angler.
Wonder why the attack there?
Yeah, that was a strange thing to do, huh? Calvin is going to respond. Yes, Bear, that was the answer, but that was his reasoning, but I disagreed. How about that? They didn't look that similar.
You can see the original art of all of Bryce's altars, so that's pretty weird to say that they look similar when you can still see their original art.
And most of what I alter on the card is really my canvas is in the border, and so you could say that every card has a similar looking border, right? Yeah. So I felt it was a really weird argument, but I wasn't. He had Snap Edict. I don't think that's what he didn't have another land there, did he? Oh, never had the chance to. I don't know why we've got a little bit of choppiness in our stream, guys. I'm sorry for that. Hopefully it's very brief. Culligan's Command gets back Gurmag Angler and makes Terry discard a card.
Yeah, that got a lightning bolt. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Calvin's going to go digging for another land while also putting some more cards in graveyard. Hey, you found one. Is he looking at the bottom of his deck? I
haven't noticed anything like that.
Very much doubt it. I've played against Terry several times, and I've never noticed him looking at the bottom of his deck, like in a way that would be malicious,
sketchy.
Yeah.
And these two play probably more than any other people in our store.
You're right. Often you'll see these guys playing after the 4 rounds are over. They'll play a match.
It'll be like time to close up. It'll be like an hour past when we should have closed up, and we're like, Terry, Calvin, stop playing games. Hold on, we want to see if we can get 100 in.
JK LOL haha. At first I thought his name was like a Jocalops.
Yeah, that's kind of what
like the Ice Age Wrath effect. JK LOL haha.
Welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah. Way to jump in and chat with us. Accusatorially. Which is my favorite type of chatting.
People accuse you stuff like every single time we chat, so
that's all I do.
Just get accused?
Uh-huh.
Or accused?
I don't know. I'm confused. Here's another attack with a Gurmag Angler. Whoa. Just the choppiness. I'm not 100% sure where we're at. Okay. Wow. Delver gets pyroblasted. We don't even have anything open.
We sure don't.
Fine.
Choose chats.
Goodness.
I like move the mouse and it's like. Oh, we don't have like anything open.
Gotta take the cartridge out and blow on it.
Yeah, I probably should have restarted the computer before I set up the stream. Maybe we'll give this stream the good old restart between rounds.
It's getting appropriately worse, isn't it?
Yeah. You accuse Bryce of having quality humor. Yeah, good thing you put a cap on that.
Okay. Whew.
I was gonna be like, man, I thought it was just Bryce that had problems, but now there are more people.
Maybe stop this. Sometimes that. If we're gonna restart anyway, we'll try this first. Is it working? Is it working, chat? Is it better yet? It's not better yet. Snapcaster Mage on a... Finally he gets to play this Edict. And some stuff dies, some things change, some things are tapped. I don't know what's happening. Terry's at 3 life, Calvin's at 7. And it looks like Terry picks up there. Has to. So we got to see a game 3, maybe.
Okay. Is it working a little better?
See if that fixed anything. Maybe.
Not sure.
All right, so I think what we'll do, we'll try and watch out the rest of this game here,
If
this
things
match,
don't get better, then we might restart.
and then yeah, we'll try a nice restart and show you guys round 4 unstuttery.
That'd be good. Unstuttery sounds like a nice thing.
Maybe let's try cutting this.
Who won the other game? Terry won game 1, Calvin won game 2.
This shouldn't do it, but
No. There's no way that's the problem.
there shouldn't be any problems. That's what's confusing, right?
Yeah.
It's just OBS sometimes likes to leak memory and makes things challenging for us here. It's just getting worse.
Was there 2 windows open?
Yeah, it's just frozen, huh? So let's go ahead and restart.
Want to restart now?
Yeah, if it's totally frozen for them.
Oh, the burn game? I'm not sure.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna go ahead and restart, and that way we can bring you some actual non-stuttery magic.
Yeah, so don't go anywhere. It will not take us very long.
Yep.
Just a couple minutes. And thanks for sticking around, guys.
Yeah. We'll be right back. We have this whole nother match, and then we have, this whole other game, and then a whole nother round.
Round, yeah.
Yep. All right.